Let's go. It's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show.
Which final man that ain't got time to shake your head? Get that style check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
I don't think people will understand how much this review hurts me. Bungie is clearly one of my favorite developers, with 3 10 out of 10 games for me on the roster. I reviewed them all. So, add to the fact they basically started Xbox Live Online for me with Halo 2, I consider them one of the best first-person shooter developers ever. So now they team up with Activision, giving them even a bigger budget than before. Then we add in the fact they are creating a big new universe all to themselves. And into the fact they'll have MMO features like seeing other random players on the same team making a fire team to murder all the fallen. I'll get to that later. Oh man, though. I mean, all this stuff, it sounds epic as fuck, right?
Wrong! Which final man that ain't got time to shake your head? Get that style check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
The good are easy to see. Tight gunplay and a Halo-type feel makes it fun to play control-wise. Shooting is good, the different feels of each weapon work, and the powers you gain are both fun to watch and pretty easy to use in each and every single fight you get into. The graphics are pretty gorgeous, the amount of detail for some of the characters are great, and the way you can customize your own character is pretty neat. I also love the look of some of the planets, especially the outside areas. Not the inside, but the outside look pretty cool. The loot incentive is there. If you're a big fan of gaining levels and loot, you'll have no problem finding your place in this game. Each area is big enough to explore and search for treasures to upgrade your characters. Also, everything you see on the field besides other players that you kill gives you XP. So, I mean, that's always a big incentive for a lot of people. Now the bad. The worlds, while they're nice to look at, are dry and boring. If you want to search for treasure, that's fine, but by the 3rd time I visited the same planet, I was bored to tears. I never found them interesting to explore, and man, oh man, the inside of the caves or areas that you go into look even more boring, if you can believe it. Remember those flood levels in Halo? Yeah.
Oh, God! No! God, please, no! 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 No!
That's basically what I felt playing them. The customization is there, but never do I feel like it's done very well. Collecting guns and armor is fun, but when you have games that basically the foundation is to collect more loot, like Borderlands, it's just much more exciting in that game. You get so many different types of weapons with attributes, and this is just, you're stronger. And armor looks slightly different color or shape. Even the top armor looks just bigger or buffer. Nothing what you would expect when you come to an MMO side of things. Like, this is not Guild Wars or World of Warcraft, where it comes to armor looking way different by the end game. Cosmetics mean little in this game anyway, because you hardly see your character. But if you're gonna put MMO features in the game, you gotta step your shit up. This ain't acceptable. It's just not. The traveling out of an area when doing exploring missions, not main missions, is so mind-numbing boring. And you can understand why I keep bringing the word boring up. Because sometimes you go through it 7 or 8 sections in a side mission, right? And then you must backtrack all the way out of the cave or area that you killed whatever the objective was. It seems like a small complaint, but by the 7th time of walking through a 3-minute fucking area, it is so frustrating. Jesus, the loading times are long. Yeah, they are. I have nothing else to say. They're just long. What the hell? The multiplayer is okay at best, but feels more like a thrown together PvP type shit for an MMO. Basically, get strong armor and shit on the competition. The end. This is no Halo or Gears of War with skills being more important than anything. No voice chat outside of the party either. What the fuck? If you're gonna be somewhat of an MMO, you gotta have the major freaking features of an MMO. Now let's even get to the ugly. That was just the bad. You ready for the 2 biggest complaints that fucking blow my mind? Are you ready? Man, oh, man, the missions. Oh, how repetitive can you get? You get the mission and you hunt the creature or you fight wave after wave. That is it. There is nothing to offer besides these two goddamn objectives. Wave and kill some sponge boss who walks or floats around in a fucking circle. The hell is this shit? 1999? Come on. And oh, don't even. Oh, I can't. The story. I've always said, Halo has amazing lore. Read the books, they're great. But the storytelling in it, from, you know, the Bungie, has always been okay. That's why Halo 4 story is much better. Anyway, this pile of worthless shit is a story somehow. I don't know how, but it is. I wasn't only bored, once again that word comes into play, but I was cringing at how serious it was trying to be with no life or soul in it. The voice acting was shit, let's be honest. And I love Peter. I do. He's my man, my midget dude. I love him. But did he suck or what in this shit? I don't care if you're a robot. Cortana sounded way more fun. That little fucking robot in Halo was more fun. What the hell was this shit? And don't even get me started on some of the names. The Fallen? Really? Of all... Ugh.
Waits for no man that ain't got time to shake your head. Get that Snapchat, put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
In conclusion, it sounds like I think this is the worst game to ever exist, and it's really not. I've played way worse. It still manages to be somewhat fun with friends, looks pretty, good soundtrack, and lots of loot to gather, so it's not all bad. But it commits the biggest sin a video game can do. Are you ready for me to use the same word about 100 times? Being boring. It fails to capture the essence that Bungie did so well with the Halo games. I never felt alive when playing it. I never felt like I'm connected to this new world or universe. No! I felt like I was bored and doing the most repetitive mission structure ever with rewards so weak I hardly saw the motivation to continue. Bungie might have had the foundation down for this new series, but I hardly call this game amazing like what I was promised. I feel like this is the alpha, and the true game that Bungie envisioned will arrive 3 years from now. This is my hope. We shall see. For now, this game is straight down the middle, a big old meh. 5 out of 10. You have failed me, Bungie. You have failed me, and I'm gonna cry. Now I'm gonna go in a corner, and I'm gonna cry.